it's that small town feel still exists in Eastern Passage. And so as you know, you're walking down the street, neighbors say hi.
The Eastern Passage doesn't have a parking meter anywhere.
It's great, and it's country living with inside the city.
So everything you pretty much need is here.
We've got a very diverse community because we're so close to Shearwater base. So we have a lot of military families here. So there's a lot of old timers, as also a lot of new people coming in. I find this place a very welcoming community, that they're quite happy to have new people moving in. When I moved back here, I moved back from England, and we looked at Eastern Passage and Cow Bay and just fell in love with the place.
If you want to enjoy the outdoors in the best of Nova Scotia, you definitely have it without having to have an hour commute. Well, we have grocery store, pharmacy, of course Tim Hortons, which is a staple for most people. But then there's also in Fisherman's Cove local restaurants that are owned by community members, so that's really nice too. You don't have to eat at a franchise, you know. So, and the fresh fish, we have lobster fishermen right there, you know. So it's definitely, even we have local coffee shops as well, and I think we have the highest percentage of ice cream shops in Metro. Kids actually play outside here, so they can go in their backyards, or we have a lot of parks. There's a BMX park, there's baseball fields, you know, soccer fields. And so you'll see that the kids are out enjoying nature, and that's how I grew up. And so that's where I think there's little tiny cool things that go on that people don't realize unless you live here. The local What's a Scoop that's in Fisherman's Cove, on grading day, she gives all the kids a free ice cream. Like, where do you get that, you know?
Most of the businesses down here are all locally owned, and we just opened or just started our own business association for Eastern Passage and area. There's lots of opportunity down here if you are an entrepreneur and you'd like to start your own business. I like the atmosphere, the friendliness, the diversity. It's very homey. It's a very, very strong sense of community, and we have each other's backs. We have a lot of artists down here. We have a lot of musicians. There's a lot of talent down here. Beautiful. Everything, the people, the atmosphere, the ocean, the wildlife, just everything about down here, living down here is absolutely beautiful, and I wouldn't change it.
The people are very, very welcoming, and you know, come in for a drink, come in and have a seat. You know, neighborly. It's very vibrant, it's bustling, and it's moving forward. We're not just an old fishing village anymore. It's a sought-after community. It's a wonderful place to bring up your children. You're not downtown. You can let children have their space, have a beautiful home. I could still work in downtown Halifax if I had to be. Go catch the ferry, walk up to work, catch the ferry home, short drive, and you're done.
When people move here, they stay because they realize this is a gem, like a total treasure that people don't realize.
Eastern Passage in one word, beautiful. And all you have to do is come down and see the sunsets, and you'll know exactly what I mean.
We have a lot of friends with cottages, and they're like, are you going to get a cottage? I'm like, we don't need a cottage, we live here.
We've got lots of things going on here.